Why, hello everybody. Welcome to another video brought to you by me, Jack, VintageElectronicsGeek.com here. Hey, guess what? I'm back. Well, sort of. I'm back. What's new on the workbench? Well, let's talk about that for a moment, shall we? Today on the workbench, we have my new workbench. That's right. That's where I've been for the past 3 months, trying to assimilate. There we go. I don't know. Last year, the wife and I were going to swap offices, and that didn't happen. Just ran out of time. So this year, that's what we did. I am in the process of still assembling both my office and her office, so don't look for new videos from me just yet. It'll probably be, honestly, by about the end of September, by the time I'm able to get some new videos posted. I do have several videos I shot before the move, and I will try to if I can, get those up, but I doubt it. I have a lot of work I still need to do on both offices, and that's priority at the moment. So if I can, I will. If not, once you see me start posting or whatever, I'll definitely let you know that I'm back. Anyway, you're looking at all my junk. Well, not all my junk, but most of my junk on my workbench. That's right. That's my new workbench. But we'll get to that here in just a moment. Let's do a wide shot on my office. That's pretty much about it. This room is a 10 by 11. The old office was a 10 by 10. Now that don't sound like much, but honestly, I have gained a lot of room. That office was cut odd, and so just it functioned, but not properly, not like this one is. Plus, I have a lot larger closet here. The other closet was only half that size, and that's pretty big. It takes up the full frame of your screen. That's how big it is. So I'm very excited about that. So I gained a lot of room. I really had. Let's do a really quick tour. Now, once I get the office assembled and put together, more so than what it is, I'll come back and I'll do another show and tell, I guess. I don't know. I was planning on doing some before and after video. I was planning on doing some video or pictures as I went, but that just did not happen. I reserved about a week's worth of time before I started tearing down and doing things, but I got called upon to do a couple of video jobs, and that just consumed my time, and then I just got into a big rush. Got in the middle of it, and, it dawned on me, oh, I guess I should, but I didn't. So we'll just have to learn to live with that, I guess. Anyway, cabinet here full of camera gear. This here is my cabinet for my VCRs and DVD and other junk like that. This is my stereo cabinet full of, stereo junk, and as you can see, some tapes down there at the bottom. This is my new desk. My old desk was only 48 inches long by 24 inches wide. This here's 30 inches wide by 61 inches long. So really garnered a lot of room here, and I'm very, very happy with this so far. I just last night wrapped up about 12:30 in the morning, getting the computers and everything hooked up in the internet, and so I'm really jazzed to be off the cell phone, surfing eBay, I don't know how people do it. My poor hand just hurts from all that swiping, and so I'm very glad to be off of that. Watching YouTube videos. I've been able to stay current with all my subscriptions. I was able to stream video over Roku, and that was great because I got to watch your video on a 52-inch monitor, but it sucked because I could not comment nor read comments. So that is that. And there's a lot of times I really wanted to comment, and there's a couple times I just broke out the phone and used it to comment. Those that have used the phone to watch YouTube know how much that really sucks. And so I just stayed clear. Tried hooking up the laptop, and well, that sucked also. So I just use a laptop for eBay along with the cell phone. But primarily cell phone, really didn't touch the laptop much. Because I got tired of dragging that stupid thing all over the place. So everything was cell phone based. The wood here is beech, B-E-E-C-H. And it was nude. And I used some Howard's oil, orange oil, to wipe down on it. I did 3 coats and got it this really nice tan color. And then I used some Howard's wax, and I did 2 coats of that. And so yeah, there's no clear coat on this. It's all done by wax and oil. And that's done by purpose. The top shelf here is just your standard off-the-shelf general grade pine. It was a 16-inch piece of pine, and I threw that on the table saw, ripped it down to 14 inches. Most of your shelving is 12 inches. I wanted 14. I wanted just a little bit extra room. And honestly, I think it looks really, really nice up here. I think it complements it fine. As far as mounting post, again, just general off-the-shelf, general grade 4x4s that, again, threw it on the table saw, and I ripped them down to 2.5 by 2.5, and then I took some 8 by 3 inch screws, 2 here and 2 on the bottom, and it's in there nice and solid. It ain't going anywhere. So I'm very, very pleased with that. Again, just some Howard's oil, 3 coats, and 2 coats of Howard's wax. And I wished I would have did some before photo, or before and after. This really, really turned out nice. I spent some time going through all their stock to find some pine that had character, and then I go and cover it up. But it's really nice. I really like it. Put the table mats here to help protect for scratches. All my external hard drives, my Crosley radio, which was working just fine until I got everything plugged in, and those power supplies for that, for everything, just tears this radio up on AM. It's inoperable, basically. Too much noise. Tape deck there for ripping tapes onto my hard drive, and then my flatbed photo scanner. Now I'll do another after video once I get everything in place. My printer, that's a Epson R2000 photo printer, wide printer. Really big closet. This cabinet here is for my videos, my VCRs, and everything like that. That's for my stereo system, which I have my computer plugged into my stereo. But right now, I just got them plugged into this 2x1 sound system, which I bought like, I don't know, 20 years ago. And it makes a fantastic backup. I had it on the workbench for a while. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to move those back. I doubt it. I didn't design the workbench to have that. I got this nice big cabinet. This was a horizontal cabinet I picked up at Goodwill. And then I came back in and I strengthened up the shelves. And then I flipped it vertical, and going to make a fantastic storage cabinet, which, as you see, it does now. I've got my stereo system, my VCRs and whatnot, all on here, and it's doing a bang-up job. My my new workbench, and then all my media stuff that I'm going through currently to put in there. And then I'm going to reserve a couple of the drawers for wires and junk like that. Everything that I have here, I need to go through. So some of my videos are going to probably bore most of you to death. I don't know if I'm going to pile drive through everything or if I'm going to take my time and, do everything all nice. But I doubt I'm going to do that. I got so much junk to do. I'm so far backlogged that I'll just probably pile drive through some and maybe not film the others. I don't know at this point in time. Workbench. The base here is 48, and I forget what I did here. I'll tell you here in just a second. About 26-inch base there. That's a lot bigger than my old one. My old workbench was 3 foot by 3 foot square. So as you see, I'll definitely have a lot of room to work with. My old one, I built a 3-tier shelf, and I quickly ran out of room because I kept buying more junk. Well, since I've been off of YouTube, I have not been off of eBay. I bought a lot of junk. I'm going to do 2 videos. I'm going to do one with some tools that I've bought during this build. I'm pointing at that drill because I just got the drill. And then I'm going to do another video on junk that I bought. It's just going to be, here's some junk I bought, and that's about it, and maybe my thoughts on them. Nothing really in-depth individually at this moment. Probably wondering what's up with that. Kind of self-explanatory. I didn't want to mount everything into the wall, so I built this holder. And I'm going to do 3 shelves. They're going to be 10 inches each. So I'll get some height there, and I'll be able to put a lot more gear into there. Because I bought a lot of new gear, and I'm looking very much forward to that. I'm also going to hook up both of my O-scopes. As we saw here just a moment ago, these lights here are my new studio lights. Looking very much forward to those. I spent about almost 3 weeks trying to find perfect lighting. This is what I had in mind, but I was running into an issue because of the mount. I could not find that mount. And so I gave up on these lights and started looking for other lights. And just out of a whim or whatever, I saw the mounts. It's like, holy cow, that's what I'm looking for. So those mounts are very expensive. Those stupid mounts cost me $16 each. But I'm happy because I was able to put the lights in like I wanted. Didn't want to mount anything to the ceiling, and I didn't want to build arms out and then mount overhead lights. These here I can move out of the way or move them where I need. The other thing that you're looking at there in the center, that is my new overhead camera mount. So before, my angle of view was like this, and a lot of the times my hands were in the way, or I was in the way, or I just could not get the proper angle. So, overhead camera is going to take care of that issue, I hope. That was a very expensive mount. That mount cost me $45. But, again, trying to find the perfect mount, this took me about 6 days to find. And this mount actually is for mount on a tree. It's a very nice mount made out of metal. And it extends out and bends and moves and all kinds of stuff. So it's got a quick release mount on it. I'm very happy with this mount so far. Of course, I've not used it, but just testing. And as you see, I've got it bolted down. The mailman just delivered my new camera that's going up there just moments before I started this video. And this is the camera that I'm going to be using. Now, I already own this camera, as you can see right here. This is what I primarily been shooting all my videos on, was this camera, and I really like the camera. It works out fantastic. You know, it's lightweight, it does a good job. So, doing research of finding another camera, ended up going back with it. A few of you already have this, like Don, I'm a Junk Collector, has one. And he'll tell you, it's a good camera. I wanted a camera that, did a great job and was HD, and I could port it out to my monitor so I could watch as I shoot, because that's how I do it anyway. And most importantly, one that was remote controllable, because I did not want to have to keep standing up and hitting the zoom in, zoom out button. And I wanted to ensure it was low impact. I didn't want to keep playing with the camera or the mount. So that is that. So I'm going to run cabling. That's I got cabling set up here for a microphone, although I'm not going to pull audio from this camera. I generally use a external microphone, mic pack, so I'll pull audio from that. Anyway, I know I'm jabbering on here a lot, and I'm going to wind this video down here real quick. So hopefully once my next video, this will be assembled and everything. Up underneath here, real quick, I've got 3 power strips with USB. So hopefully I'll be good to go. Now, one other thing about my new workbench, like I said, I'm going to have a lot of room, but not on this. I'm going to fill this up fast, really fast. So, right there is the top. It's 6 foot by 36 inches. Really big. And there's a few times I thought I was going to have to cut it down, but after figuring out how to do the layout in this office, it'll bump out a little bit here, and I'll have a walkway and be able to access everything. So fantastic. Well, that's it for me. Do apologize that this video is taking as long as it has. Was not my intention. But it's been 3 months, so there you go. I had to make up for it, right? So just pretend I did 10 minutes. I did 3 10-minute videos for the 3 months I was gone, and then you'll be okay. All right, very well. Thanks for watching, and just remember that, eh? Thank you to all my new subscribers too. Gosh, I've garnered like 120, 125 new subscribers in the 3 months I've been down. So that I appreciate. And I appreciate all my old subscribers and everybody sticking with me. And we'll catch you soon. Hopefully mid to end of September, I'll be posting new videos. See you guys. Take care.